Yo, yo, we are live. How's everyone doing? We got a good show for you guys tonight. And we got a boy, Simon Schwartz, in the building. What's going on, fellas?
What's up? In the car right now, on my way to a very special place. You'll see soon.
Where at?
You'll see soon.
Oh, I'll see you soon. Got it.
Got it.
We got a lot to cover.
A lot of NBA playoffs. NFL's just starting up. OTAs. Aaron Rodgers.
OTAs, yep.
A lot of stuff.
Dude, let's first start off. Kenny Mayne's a legend.
Definitely. I sent you that video. I was so proud. I really related to it. You know
what a way to go out. Was that his last segment on
I think so.
ESPN?
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know who he was, like, not even gonna lie, but then I heard it and I was like, I love this guy, and then they're firing him or something, not sure.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was like an issue with payment or something like that. Yeah. Dude, McAfee is gonna take over this whole sports talk show thing.
Yeah,
like he gets more viewers. He gets more viewers, doing better. You know, all that stuff. What? Before we get into NFL, let's talk some NBA.
Yeah, the Lakers play tonight. Hope.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say hopefully LeBron bounces back, but I think he will.
Yeah,
What'd you say? Cut out. Yo, you there?
Yep, can you hear me?
Yeah, just some technical difficulties.
Yep, sorry about that. Muffled there.
You're like muffled.
Yeah, I know. I got it. Now it's good, right?
Yeah, it's better. It's just like kind of echoey. It sounds like. Not sure.
You hear me well?
Sound like you're underwater. Yeah, that's better.
You good?
Yep.
All right, sweet. Nets are currently whooping up on the Celtics right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, it's not surprising at all.
No.
The Nets are fully healthy. They're gonna crap on everyone.
Yeah, it's.
You see that?
Yeah, it's not going to be good for any team facing them. I think what I was going to say is I think the Suns are going to sweep the Lakers.
I mean, there's definitely a possibility, but like, it's LeBron. Let's keep that in mind. It's very doubtful that
that's true.
He's just gonna, lay down and go 4-0.
Yeah. Yeah, your camera went out.
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh, I got you. We got our guy in the backstage right now. Perfect time to talk about NBA. We got Trevor.
I got you. It's good.
What's going on, Trev? We're just talking about. We were getting into the Lakers Suns predictions. I said that the Suns are going to sweep them.
Oh yeah, let me pull up my picks. You're wild. You're definitely wild. I think the West. I think there's so much parity in the West. I honestly think Memphis could beat Utah.
Yeah. Isn't Donovan Mitchell back?
Yeah, but who cares?
I mean, fuck the Jazz, obviously, but
I hate the Jazz.
Yeah.
I don't know if Ja Morant can carry the shitty Grizzlies. It's gonna be hard.
Honestly, it's not just him though. They got Dylan Brooks.
Brooks had 40.
Yeah, they've got some like solid role players, but I feel like there's
Yeah.
not enough star power. Like,
I don't know. They could end up being like a We Believe type.
but like,
Team,
who's
yeah.
handling Gobert? Like,
They're
if we're being
gritty.
honest.
What do you mean? You don't have to handle Gobert. All he does.
Well, like defensively,
Yeah,
who's
it's
going
all-
to get him in the paint? Like,
Yeah.
they don't have a good big man.
I
Jared
mean,
Jackson.
Valanciunas is tough. Valanciunas gets him a lot of boards.
Yeah.
He's a decent defensive presence, but he can score too. He's solid.
Mhm.
He's nothing compared to
Oh, look where he is. Soldier
Soldier
Field.
Field.
Great sight.
What do you think about the Arlington move?
Please, I saw that on like a TikTok and I hate it. Please no. That'd be
But the thing
miserable.
is, it's probably gonna take less time to get to Arlington than to Soldier Field on game day, and also parking.
Are they
How far
officially
is
moving, or is
Arlington,
that
like,
just
a
like
regular
a
drive?
No, it's just rumor.
No,
an idea?
these are rumors.
Okay?
It wouldn't be done until
But-
like 2025 anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like, there's no reason unless they offer land, like for the Bears to move. There really isn't. Like, they're in the city.
Yeah, but getting to Soldier Field is the worst.
Yeah.
It's
What's going on, Chase? Got Chase in the chat. Yeah. So back to NBA. I think the Nets are gonna sweep the Celtics.
I got Nets. Did you guys make a bracket? Because I made a bracket.
No, I didn't make
No,
a
I
bracket.
did not make a
Let me
bracket.
know what you got.
All right, so
But-
here go my picks. So in the West, I got Utah in 6. I got Utah beating Memphis in 6. I got
Oh, so you got specific like what game they're gonna win it.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
I got Clippers in
Tricky thing
6.
to do.
I got Clippers in 6. Portland in 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Portland's
Lakers in 6. AD's gonna come out tonight and he's gonna have 40. Promise he is.
Yeah, but
DeAndre Ayton's playing really well.
Yo,
Yeah.
Ayton made Anthony Davis look like he was playing in his first playoff game the other night. I mean, what was
Mhm.
that? How you gonna have
I think
40?
the injuries are really getting to them, to be honest.
That's true. But even
LeBron's like,
still,
LeBron's already an Academy Award winner.
he is.
Yep.
Like,
he won he won
Yeah.
another Oscar. He won another Oscar recently, as you guys know. Congrats to him.
He is. I'm not even gonna lie. There's a lot of stuff from the first 2 games that we got to talk about. But Anthony Davis was minus 18 on the floor in game 1, and the Lakers only lost by 9 points.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. They played probably their worst game of the
did
season, and they only
CP3 play
lost.
that well?
No, he played terribly. He
Yeah,
was
that's what I
hurt.
thought.
Like, he couldn't dribble the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, Devin Booker played really well. So imagine if
Booker and
CP3 is controlling the offense. It's gonna be hard to stop.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I still think the Lakers are. I just can't see it. I can't see anybody beating them.
Yeah, it's hard to
Mhm.
see the defending champions just go out in the
Especially-
first round.
Especially LeBron being 14-0 in the first round. I just think I think it's impossible.
And
But,
with this team he's got.
yeah, the team is just
They
too
have a
good.
great team.
The team is too good.
They have great depth.
Mhm.
Let me move over to the East side. So I got Philly beating Washington in 5.
Obviously, yeah.
Oh, and Russ was in bounds too. Let's talk about that. Russ did
Yeah,
not.
he was definitely in bounds, but like at the same time, fuck Russ.
Okay. Anyway.
Oh, hold on. Before we get into this, Ollie Katz.
Ollie's
big
out
hey,
with
send
an
prayers to Ollie,
injury,
bro.
with a
Speedy
leg
recovery.
injury.
He's got sprained ankle
Hate to
coming
see
down on someone's foot.
it. You just hate to see it.
Hey, comeback season though.
Speedy recovery, my brother.
Yeah. Seriously. It's
Yeah.
we miss his
Coming back
presence.
better than
Yep.
ever.
Yep. Spiking on fools.
Yes, sir. All right, I got New York in 7. Even that first
Wow.
game was brilliant, but I got New York in 7.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Trey Young's
Young.
gotta stop. Trey Young's talking too much.
Such a bitch. I hate him so much.
Yeah, he was talking like he was like that. He's like that, but is he really like that?
He's
Nah,
not like that, to be honest.
He's not like that. I
Can't
had
play a lick of
Milwaukee.
defense. He gets
Huh?
most of his points from shitty fouls and the deep threes that are pretty good.
Well, yeah, but yeah, he's really not that good. I mean, let's
Yeah.
think about this. Trae Young, he's molded into a really good point guard this year because he had to take less shots since he has better players on his team. But even still, with the less shots, the majority of his points come from the free throw line anyway.
Yeah.
So,
And the fouls are just so cheap. It's so annoying to watch.
well, because it's the NBA is so soft, so he gets to benefit from that.
I think they will implement a rule going into next year about that.
About what?
Like diving into players.
Oh yeah, the pump fake and going in.
Yeah, I think that's already a rule. Wasn't that like the Dwayne Wade rule?
No, the Dwayne Wade rule is you can't kick your legs out when you're taking a shot.
Oh, I thought that was that I mean the Bulls, for Bulls fans, we probably fouled the most players shooting a three in the season.
Oh my goodness, yes. Watching every single one of those games,
the Bulls
it happened
could get
twice.
a top 4 pick. The Bulls could get a top 4 pick.
Which is amazing.
Well,
Yeah, imagine if you get Vucevic and a top 4 pick.
We got to trade it though.
Yeah, trade it. I don't want to draft. AK doesn't want to draft. AK, we got to win now. You can't.
I'm not waiting.
Well,
I'm
we're
not waiting for Jalen Suggs to be somebody.
The problem is that we're not going to win now.
But we need. This is the time to do it. We got Zach LaVine. We got Zach LaVine prime.
Like a bigger.
He doesn't even need to take a huge. How does he take a lead?
Well, just being more of a leader.
Well, look, I mean, he is.
Ball handler.
I mean, he is.
Developing his defense. We have no defense whatsoever.
Yeah, well, that's where we trade our pick for.
That's why we have the and I think.
And we're getting defense. Tice was a great pickup.
And P-Dub will be the defensive anchor going forward.
And is Laurie going into free agency?
Yeah, he's done.
We should have traded him, dude. We should have traded him.
Zach, me and you saw the last game Lauri Markkanen played in a Bulls uniform.
Yeah, he's going to the Mavericks.
Yeah. Ooh, that'd be tough.
Yeah,
they don't need him. What they need?
Kristaps is so ass.
That's where Laurie said he wanted to go.
Why they need three Porzingises for? They already got Porzingis, Kleber, and Markkanen.
That's where he said he wants to go.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, see ya. I've never liked that dude.
Bye.
He just seems like a prick, to be honest. I hate his face.
I hate his hair. He can never figure out.
Like just the whole. He's too blonde for me.
Too blonde. All right, let me move on to Miami and Milwaukee. I had Milwaukee in 7. I don't know.
4.
Yeah,
that might be Milwaukee in 5.
Jimmy Buckets needs to go back to Chicago.
No, don't come back. Don't come back.
You don't like Jimmy?
Head case. Get him out of here. No, he couldn't win with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. He can't win with anyone.
Well, that was the first year, and there was a lot.
What do you mean he couldn't win with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons? It took the luckiest shot in NBA history to go in for them to not go to the conference final.
Oh, was that with Kawhi?
Yes, that was with Kawhi.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was the year before.
Nah, he only played that 1 year.
Oh shit!
Do that go to on.
Yeah. I thought that was the year before. He's still a head case. I don't like him.
I like him because I think, yeah, he's a real leader. And look what he did last year. I know it was the
bubble.
Yeah,
bubble
the Mickey year. The Mickey.
They're the bubble.
Mickey.
But that's what I'm saying. The bubble year. Anthony Disney needs to hoop tonight if they want to.
Yes, he does. He does.
Right. I got Lakers beating Portland in the second round in 5.
Bruh, stop.
I got you.
The Lakers are ass.
What?
Portland in 4. Portland in 4.
Portland.
Yes. Dame's heating up, bro. He dropped 40.
And lost by 20. So what are we talking about?
Okay, and that means that if the team gets it up.
Schwartz, he lost by 20 points.
Okay, and come on, that's just Terry Stotts. We got it.
Terry Stotts. But yeah, I got LA in 5. I originally picked Utah beating the Clippers in 6. Because I don't trust.
I mean, playoff P is a real thing.
I don't have any faith in the Clippers, bro.
No, they need to get rid of Paul George.
Kawhi's probably gonna leave.
Bulls
Yeah,
will take him.
Kawhi should have just stayed in Toronto.
Or just went to the Bulls. Realistically,
Obviously, it was a business decision, but
They wouldn't have won again in Toronto.
bro, Toronto is so fucking bad.
I mean, I couldn't believe how bad they were the second half of the year.
I thought
Yeah.
like at some point they'd like pick it up. Like, okay, they're just like starting off slow and they never
Fell
did.
off a cliff.
Siakam's just overrated.
Siakam is a drama queen. Like, how do you get suspended?
He can't lead it.
He got
He's a
suspended
second option.
twice by his own team.
You can't win with the.
Van Vliet should have left too. Van Vliet should have got up out of it. Because Van Vliet is way too valuable to be wasting his prime in Toronto.
Yep. Before we get in the rest of the bracket, since we were talking about the Bulls and who we trade that pick for, who do we trade that pick for?
Sign and trade Lonzo Ball.
I would want more. I would want more for a top 5 pick though, if we get it.
I mean, what do we need? I mean, we need a wing.
Yeah, but we also need defense.
Or
Like,
a
I feel
primary ball handler. We need a primary.
That's
ball
what I'm
handler.
saying. I think we gotta
Like
get.
Zach LaVine can like. We need someone who can lead an offense.
Yeah.
Because I think either we can look at the starting 5 a couple different ways. We can try and go small with P Dub at the 4 and try and sign somebody like DeRozan.
He's got to be it. Well, I think what it should be is what it should have been was Tice or Vooch at center.
He's got to
whoever.
take a step up scoring.
He just needs to be more aggressive.
Patrick Williams at the 3, Levine at the 2, and then Kobe at the 1.
Because
Like
Kobe that last week and a half, 2
Kobe's
weeks.
so hot and
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah, so hot and cold.
He's so hot and cold.
He's a
It's
great
so,
6 man,
like, yeah, he can be a 6 man.
right?
Yeah, no, that's true. Because he'd be a spark. Like he's a real spark off the bench.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Me and my dad were talking about the other day about how it kind of stings losing Gafford just because of how well he's playing in Washington.
He was the best. He had like the most blocks every year.
Didn't he like tweet something about it? Like,
Nah, that was Hutchison. It was Hutchison
Yeah.
on TikTok. Somebody
he's
said
got to
it.
shut the fuck up. Like,
Yeah, Hutchison sucks. Hutchison sucks.
That dude, I tried to high five him after a game, and he said some shit to me.
Hutch?
slapped him.
Not a good dude.
Hutch?
Yes. Yes.
He's a
He
nobody.
thinks he's all that.
He's a nobody.
No. Also, so basically with the Bulls, get Denzel out of there.
Yep,
Obviously.
get out.
Get
Can we get
Laurie
rid of
out of there.
Felicio, please? Can we get rid of Felicio and all that
Felicio
money?
done.
Come on, bro. Felicio's a go.
No,
Archie
get him out.
Diacono. I can keep Archie Diacono.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care
He's
for him.
scrappy.
He is.
Spark plug.
Yeah.
Spark plug.
He is. He's energy. Who else? I like Troy Brown. I liked what he did for
Yeah,
us.
I don't know why he didn't play after that first game that he had. He played real well.
They must not have liked him. I don't think Aminu touched the court at all.
No, they touched the court the
Alfred.
first game they came here. He's terrible, but
That game in San Antonio, right?
yeah, Troy Brown went off.
Yeah, he was hooping. I was like, oh, we got somebody, huh? But no,
Zach must have not liked him then.
probably not.
It's interesting how that
I
stuff
don't know
works.
I don't know how much pull Zach LaVine has on the Bulls.
I think he's got pull because he's the star player.
He's the
yeah,
star
I
player, but
think he's got some pull, but like, it's not like he's LeBron. He's not le GM.
No,
yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
he's not the executive.
No.
That's another thing about LeBron. He just gets whoever he wants.
Yep.
That's such bullshit.
I mean, yo, when you're the best player in the world, you can attract players. I mean, who wouldn't want to come play with you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
MJ never did that, bro. MJ never
The
did that.
league was different.
It was a different time.
The players didn't have any control. Like if you like the biggest instance of players having no control is the.
He's literally led GM. Mickey
He
led
is.
GM, whatever you want to call him.
He is. He traded his best friend Dwayne Wade off the team. Like LeBron, I mean, I don't blame him though. Wouldn't you, if you were in his position, wouldn't you want to get all the best players and win every year too? But he doesn't win every
Yeah,
year.
but, like,
Nah,
It's
He
kind
doesn't
of
win every year.
I don't think he's gonna win another ring. Wait,
I think he can get one.
Yeah.
I think this year is his best chance.
I
Because,
think this is.
yeah.
I think
What
this
was
year.
left in your bracket?
okay, yeah. So like I said, I had Utah in 6. So I got Lakers versus Utah in the conference finals. Lakers mopping the boys. Lakers in 6. Okay, so this is where it gets tricky in the East. I got Milwaukee beating the Nets in 7. That's a hot take, but I don't know
Because who stops Giannis though?
who stops Giannis. They don't.
If the Nets are healthy, there's 0 chance.
The Nets don't have any defense.
Who stops KD, Harden, and
Nobody, but I think
Yeah,
they're gonna go
no.
shot for shot.
when you have that much
No.
offense, it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
well, no, Giannis. Giannis is literally
No,
the
the Bucks are the worst matchup for the Nets.
yeah,
Because look,
they are.
You have one of the. I mean, he might be the best point guard defender in the NBA in Drew Holiday. You have Middleton, who's a solid defender. You can go on Harden.
There's 2 point guards you need to guard. And
That's true.
every time
That's true.
KD plays Giannis, KD suns him.
And you can't shut down like this is. I don't remember who said this. It might have been Drew Holiday. It was on JJ Redick's pod, but he was like, you can't. It's impossible to stop Harden, Kyrie, and Durant from getting their spots. They're gonna get to their spots. You just gotta hope they miss, and you gotta do as much as you can do to try and get them to miss. But you're not gonna stop them from getting to their spot. But I think if anybody can do it, that's a bad matchup for him. Holiday, Middleton, and Giannis against Harden, Kyrie, and Durant. I think that's a good matchup. I got Bucks in 7. I think I made the case.
But who's
That-
guard?
that's
Like,
what-
what do you do with Kyrie and
Well, you gotta hope they miss. That's it. You gotta
like,
hope they're
is
cold.
DiVincenzo guarding one of them? Like he's decent, but
Nah. I'm talking Drew Holiday. That's what I'm saying. Drew Holiday is a
yeah, but
defender.
Chris Middleton's not locking up the other one.
He's not, but he can. He's got length. though.
Also, Harden. Although I think Harden poses the least threat to be guarded, just because I feel like
to score. But he'll still run the offense
yeah,
like he usually does because he's that guy. I mean,
just because he's the point guard of that team now.
Exactly. Yeah, you got Kyrie off the ball, so that takes a lot more stress off of Drew Holiday.
Yeah, I mean this Nets team was built to beat the Lakers.
Yeah,
They're built to beat the
there's
Lakers,
a
but are they
problem with
built
that
to
whole
beat?
Harden theory. Yes, Harden isn't playing the role of a scorer on the Nets right now. But let's say Kyrie and KD are getting locked up. You think Harden's not going to take advantage of that and just start?
Of course he
bucking?
is.
No shit, he is.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
But I don't think he
So
can
why are you,
alone beat
don't
the
discount
Bucks.
like he's a scoring leader, like a 7-time scoring leader. Like, are you serious?
Yeah, he is. No, he is, and I'm not taking it away from him. I think the Bucks are the worst matchup for the Nets, and I think there's a good chance that they could knock them off.
And also, if that series goes 7, I think that totally decreases the odds that the Nets win the championship.
Yep.
Well,
If they were to win that series in 7,
they're gonna tire them down. I mean, look at the Bucks have so much depth too, because like you mentioned, DiVincenzo, Connaughton is real good for him. PJ Tucker, what's the dude's name? Forbes, the kid who had 6 threes and a half yesterday. I mean, they have a lot of depth.
the way the Bucks win is just playing physical and
Playing
trying
physical.
to get them out the game. That's
Bully.
it.
Yep.
Play physical. That's it. All right, what else you got?
I got Philly in 6, beating the Knicks. So I got Milwaukee in 7, making it to the finals, and losing to the Lakers in 6. So that's my bracket.
Wait, what'd you say? Who's in the finals?
Bucks, Lakers,
And then you have the Lakers.
Lakers in 6. I think it's very plausible that it happens.
Yep.
But I feel like I don't know. I'm kind of shaky about I'm kind of shaky about Utah, and I had them making it to the conference finals.
Yep.
Well,
That's my bracket, though.
I just unless the Nets are injured, I just don't see them not getting into the finals.
I think that series, if it works out, which it looks like it's going to work out.
Like, how do you beat the Nets 4 times? out of 7 games.
It's definitely tough, but I think the two teams that could do it are the Lakers and the Bucks.
Any given night, one of those 3 could give you 40.
That's 102. Any given night, 2 of them could give you 40.
Yeah. I was gonna say
2 of them could give you 40. They combined. Didn't they combine for 82 points in game 1 or something ridiculous?
yeah, something like that.
It's tough, but Boston isn't built to beat them. Boston isn't built to win a game in the playoffs. They just lost by 30.
Boston is done.
I mean,
Thank God. I mean, MJ is a genius for not fucking re-signing Kemba.
yeah,
Even though he dropped Blake Griffin. Did you see that?
huh?
He dropped Blake Griffin.
Who dropped him? Kemba?
Yeah, Kemba. Look.
He's still down 30. But yeah, Joe and Harden and Kyrie didn't even have good games tonight. It was Joe Harris and Durant that took over.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Joe Harris.
Joe Harris is also a bucket.
Joe Harris is nice.
And also, I've been saying in that if they play the Bucks,
I knew you're going to talk about
up,
Bruce. I know
who
you're going
is
to talk
going to
about Bruce.
who is going to score?
Bruce. All
He's not
right.
going to score the most, but he's a playmaker. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Bruce is good. No, I don't have anything.
Yeah.
I don't really knock him.
I got it. Hold on. I had to cop this. I don't know if you guys can see it.
This is a rookie card.
Sir.
What was it? What team was he on? Detroit.
Yeah, he got drafted by Detroit.
Detroit. Right.
Also, Lonnie Walker. I have his too.
Facts. Lonnie Walker still has the funniest draft photo of all time when he couldn't
Yes.
put the hat.
Yes.
He couldn't put the hat on. That's my dog.
So I think that's it with NBA. Should we talk some NFL? What's been going on with that?
I mean, like,
It was
man,
a scoop.
We can talk Fields or Dalton.
Me personally, I think you got to put Dalton in for at least the first 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Well, do what they did with Mahomes.
To sit Fields all year.
You might have to, unless it gets real spooky around mid.
Honestly,
mid-November.
If it's
Just
tough
pray for
because
new coaching staff.
yeah, don't have Fields learn with
I don't want
Nagy.
him to get contaminated by Nagy and
That's
Pace.
true.
No,
They're not
they already ruined a quarterback, and also
even though Justin Fields is a much better prospect than Mitch Trubisky ever
yes,
was.
but
Yeah.
Mitch was still high on a bunch of teams' boards
Yeah,
anyway.
well, that's because that QB class was considered weak then, but it's not one of the
Yeah.
best.
But still,
Everybody thought the Bears should have taken Deshaun Watson, and there was no reason to trade up because the 49ers weren't taking him.
yeah,
I mean, that baffles me. You watch this dude just win a national championship, and you're like, we're just gonna get this guy who hasn't started.
at North Carolina too.
And North
who's
Carolina
a
is not even a football school.
basketball school.
Still, I'm just happy they got. It looks like they got this right, because if we would have had an Andy Dalton for a full year as our, without with Nick Foles.
Well, so what happens? What happens if we're 3-3 to start the year? Do we even bother putting Fields in if we don't have a chance? Like, why? I feel like wasting his talent would be like just for him to maybe injury stuff. Like I don't know what they do really.
I mean, it's pretty much impossible to predict. You just got to see how they handle it.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to predict. Simon, what you think
For what? What did you say? I was about to post the
with Fields?
what we should do with him. I think either don't start him or start him. Like, don't throw him into a bad situation with a
Don't
losing.
throw him into the fire. That's
Yep.
it. That's why.
Either start him like early, or don't start him at all. Like,
Yeah, if it gets spooky around mid-October, don't play him. Don't play him. Don't play him. Give him a year around the show. Let him adjust. And then if you feel like you want to do that starting week 1 in 2022, let's do it. But I don't feel any rush to put him on the field at all.
yeah, me neither. And I also just want Nagy to get out of there.
Yep.
I want Pace to get out of there too. I mean, let's go. I don't, because I hate they're putting
If
up.
Nagy puts in Fields and doesn't succeed with him, then Nagy's the problem and just get rid of him.
Nagy's the problem. they've had how many quarterbacks? Foles, Mitch. They're gonna have
Seattle.
Dalton. Well, assuming that Fields goes in, that means Dalton didn't succeed. You know, it just doesn't. You know, it's him. That's it. What other NFL stuff's going on?
Rodgers.
Oh, we gotta talk about Julio and on.
Oh yeah,
Undisputed.
I'm out of here.
Well, he obviously knew they were live. Like, come on.
Yeah, that was a big.
Yeah.
Like shit. No, it's not even that. Like Shannon Sharp does a show every week, every day, all
Yeah.
week. Like
Yeah.
he does that show. Like,
Yep.
come on.
I like how he said, you know I ain't going to you know I ain't going to Dallas. I ain't
Yeah,
going to Dallas. You ain't know I ain't going to Dallas. That's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. I love it though.
Julio to the Rams. Yeah, let's see them manage that cap fucking nightmare.
If anybody
Patriots
off in any
And
city,
maybe the Titans, but I think he's going to the Pats. But like what the Falcons may just not want to trade him to the Pats just because 29 to whatever.
28-3.
20.
yeah. Also, I don't see him going to the. It's tough to see him go in the NFC too.
Yeah.
I don't know contract issues.
I don't think Atlanta wants to leave him in the NFC either. So I think he'll probably end up in Tennessee, which would be scary.
Just perfect for him.
Yep.
Billy B fucking knows his stuff. They don't have a true number one, even though they signed a bunch of like decent wide receivers and great tight ends, but they need that extra receiver, the guy on the outside who's going to dominate.
Mhm.
That's Julio.
Yep.
Yeah,
Cam Newton can launch some deep to him.
I think it's going to be Mac Jones.
I think it could be.
Mac Jones will play this year.
Also.
I mean, I've been hearing like all this stuff, like Cam Newton's got an arm now, and like he fixed all his stuff. But I mean, I would watch him. I would watch him last
he
year.
had
The
a
dude,
good on target deep percentage last year, so like he can still like get it deep despite him having a
no
noodle.
mechanics whatsoever.
Yeah.
I mean, you just
That'd
looked
be
at him, and
interesting to watch for sure.
He just looks stiff.
yeah, he looks like he can't throw the ball.
No homo or anything, but like he just looks.
You're not wrong. I was talking to Gav about it the other day. He was like, "Yeah, if Julio was on the 2015 Panthers, they would have won. They would have won that game. They lost."
Yeah, against
Huh?
against
The one game they lost, didn't they go 15-1 that year?
Oh, against Denver.
against the Falcons in the regular.
Yeah, against the Falcons. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
And it was Julio that beat them that game.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if they were together on their primes, they definitely would have went 16-0.
Yeah, obviously Cam Newton was insane.
That was one of the most unbelievable years I've ever seen.
Yeah, until they got clapped by the Broncos.
Yeah.
By volume.
Those are some crazy years right there. Peyton Manning.
Yo, Gavin, wasn't Peyton Manning the deserving Super Bowl MVP? I just want to hear what Gavin thinks.
Why don't we we should get Gavin on here.
Yeah, give him the code.
Yeah. Yeah. In the meantime, Aaron Rodgers, what do we think?
His hairstyle, I want to punch it off of him.
All right, besides that,
Did you see his long hair? Why is he in
Yeah.
Hawaii looking like a fucking like a backpacker? Like
Wasn't he on SportsCenter? Wasn't he on SportsCenter the other day?
yep,
Yeah.
Kenny Mayne.
that last night or something.
I love
He
Jordan.
looks like a peace parade guy.
Yeah, he looks funny.
When's he gonna get some off-season work? And he's probably a bum now.
There's no way he's a bum. He's Aaron Rodgers.
He's always been a bum.
He's the greatest quarterback. As much as it pains me to say it, the best I've ever seen.
Bro, stop. You ever seen me play at Wells Fargo?
All right.
Tunnel.
Hold on. Let me pull out a piece of Bernard Zell-Ashe Emmett. Just like wonderful memorabilia. What y'all know about this?
Sound of Music. That's
Why do you have that? Oh my God.
It's the drip.
I would get mine, but I don't want to. Probably burned.
Yeah, I don't think I have mine anymore, honestly.
No, this is drip. Gav talk about he wants to. I'm never giving this back. This is
God.
anyway. Okay, hold on. While we're waiting on Gav, hey, let's talk a little bit. Let's talk about the baseball, Zach.
Oh yeah, we got to.
Cubs are hot right now.
They're hot. Big win. No better way to beat the Cardinals.
Ronald Acuna guy's sick.
Oh, he's my favorite player.
Yeah.
Besides, yeah, that's not.
Cam Beltzman, what's up?
Did it end yet?
Can you guys
just ended.
understand Shohei Ohtani? Like, I know he's like really good, but like, is
So basically, he's like the first two-way player since Babe Ruth.
yeah, I know that, but isn't he just gonna get injured?
Well, he had Tommy John last year.
Was it?
Or
No, I remember, Big Cat, like he was talking about some other guy who did like the same thing as him. Like if like,
oh yeah, there was some other guy. I think that fizzled.
yeah,
But Shohei, he's a big dude. He can rake, and he can throw 100.
I love how he like goes into the outfield like at the end of the game.
Yeah, he's a cheat code.
He's a true everyday player. I mean,
Yeah. It's like playing like when you're 10 years old.
The outfield when he's not pitching.
And Zach put it perfectly. He's a cheat code because is he still in the lead for homers? Is he still number one? I think
Vladdy is now, or they're tied.
Vladdy. Yeah, Vladdy's at 16. Ugh.
Aren't the Giants really good?
Giants are surprisingly good. I feel like they're gonna fall off a cliff. I mean, their pitching has been carrying them. They have a really good staff. The Mets, the NL East is surprisingly garbage. The NL East, I thought that was going to be the best.
Yeah.
Francis Lindor like the most overpaid guy ever or something?
Through 7 weeks, yeah. He looks terrible. Let me pull up his numbers. He looks like
Is he batting like 129 or something?
Francisco Lindor is batting 187 with a 569 OPS.
He's a fucking bum.
I'm just so happy he's the
Put Joshua in there, bruh.
Huh?
If you put Zach in there, we got some slinger at shortstop.
You know Zach can hit better than one.
Big body at shortstop.
Take
over.
But yeah, the Sox are, still up there as one of the best teams in baseball.
Yep.
And they're doing the Cubs favors because they're whooping up on the Cardinals right now, 5-1. And now with the Cubs just winning,
isn't Albert Pujols gonna go back to them?
No, he already went to the Dodgers.
He's already on the Dodgers.
He's not going to do anything for the
Dodgers buns. Or like, did they start off really bad and now they're like on a like?
They started off really well and then lost 15 out of 20 in a certain stretch, and now they've won like 9 out of the last 10. Let me check the last 10 games. No, they're hot right now though. Yeah, they're 9-1 and they're on a 7-game winning streak right now. So the Dodgers have definitely picked it up. San Diego looks great. The Rays are on an 11-game winning streak somehow.
Yep. Have you guys watched the Trevor Bauer vlogs?
Love them.
So funny.
Love them.
Isn't he just a fucking cheater?
No.
No. He's the man. He's the pitcher that cut his finger using a drone during the World Series against the Cubs. Do you remember that, Simon? You probably don't remember that.
Yeah, he cut it in the LCS against Toronto, and then he was garbage in his 2 starts against the Cubs. Yeah.
He's a weird guy, but he's hilarious.
No, but didn't he like his spin rate go fucking?
Oh yeah.
Because he wasn't cheating because the MLB hasn't enforced the thing, so it's technically not cheating.
It's not cheating.
Isn't it illegal to have illegal substances on
it's doing what everyone else.
Everybody else does.
Yeah,
He's
it's
just
not
perfected it, so can't really be.
It's nothing new.
I don't think what's his name? Max Scherzer does it.
Nah, he does. Garrett Cole does. Garrett Cole does.
Yeah, Garrett Cole does. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
He's shoving right now.
I don't think DeGrom does either.
You never know. DeGrom's on a different level. It's crazy.
Like gets his glove and goes like this. Like
yeah.
Yeah,
I know you see that. I know you see that on TikTok.
From their hat.
So I think
seen
all my
those
baseball knowledge, to be honest.
things.
Yes, sir.
That and Instagram. I don't actually
Yeah.
watch the sport. It's boring.
Dude,
There's so many good-
I wish the Cubs were on every Sunday night baseball.
That game, that was one
Are
of
they
the best.
good? Are they any good?
Yeah, they're
Cubs-
decent, but it feels like a big game when they're on like Sunday night baseball, you know, even though I'm
I
not
mean-
a big fan. Not a big fan of the commentators,
Isn't,
but
isn't
I hate
Chris
A-Rod.
Bryant like getting
Yeah.
revived from the-
A-Rod just says the most cliche shit you can think of.
I
Like
love
A-Rod,
A-Rod as a
like
player, but just listening to him on Sunday Night Baseball makes me want to like cut my ears off.
Roy
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love A-Rod.
I went to the game where he first returned. Not his first game, but when he first returned against the White Sox.
I was at that game too, son.
I was like 5 rows in from the field, and like some guys had like this huge flag that said A-Royd. There were A-Royd.
Yeah, I was at that game too, and I remember they were like cracking down, like security. Like if you had a sign, they had to like they wouldn't let
No,
you.
these people had a sign.
Stuff on it. Yeah, I remember that game. But I love A-Rod though. A-Rod is still like one of my favorite players. He's dope.
And he went to the U
Yeah.
and he donates. So
Is college baseball like a thing?
Yeah, but the best players,
Yeah.
I mean, there are good players that go through college baseball.
I don't get the whole like prospect thing. Like,
Well,
there's so many levels to baseball.
like baseball is the easiest sport to crack through and become professional, but that doesn't mean you make it to the major leagues because there's so many different
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's like so many levels to it. It's like,
levels of minor league baseball, pro ball, which, you know, they suck for the however 2, 3, 4, 5 years that a good player.
no, but like how the Cubs like traded for traded Yu Darvish for a bunch of random fucking prospects. Like,
It's such a bad trade looking
why
back.
did we trade Yu Darvish? Like, he's a beast.
And he's a beast still. It's not like Blake Snell who looks like garbage through the first 7 months. Yu Darvish is still on like a Cy Young pace.
How many games in are we?
Yeah.
We are about
around 50, right?
So a little under half.
40,
about like 45,
45, 50. Yeah.
range.
So we're like,
So
We still got a long way to go.
I mean, thinking about it is so crazy. This
Yeah,
was in the last
that's
week.
why it's hard to keep up with
last
baseball.
year.
There's 100 fucking games.
Well, that's why last season was awesome. Like I watched like every game last season because every game mattered.
Yep, it was tight, and both of my
Like the season was like almost over by now
Yep,
last year.
yep. Like teams are already
They-
clinching playoffs.
They got to shorten the season anyway.
It's got to go back down to
like
150.
it's not exciting when like half the games like they don't matter in the beginning.
Yeah.
The
But,
NBA,
but the thing is, it's not like a bad. It's like baseball games are like fun to go to. Like that's
Right.
why.
they're fun to go to, but like not to watch on TV.
Yeah. Well.
Unless you're a fan, because I enjoy it.
Yeah. Unless.
I watch every Cubs and Sox game on TV because it's
Yeah. Like the common sports fan's not gonna watch, but if you're a Cub fan, you're for sure gonna watch it.
yeah.
I'm a Chicago fan. Hey, Craig.
Me too. I mean, I like both teams.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think when the Sox get healthy again, I
Isn't Tony, whatever the fuck his name is, just
Tony-
a drunk?
he's an
Who?
idiot. We don't Tony La Russa.
Oh, Tony. Ugh,
Let's
horrible hire.
let's not even because it's Reinsdorf. It's Reinsdorf.
I don't understand. Like, if you want a guy like I know it's a year late or like 2 years late, but Joe Girardi would have been great.
It should have been Gerard. It should have been AJ Hinch.
If they wanted like a manager to like I know they didn't want a guy that can like a young guy to connect with them, but if they wanted like a guy that can hold them down, why Tony La Russa?
Well, this is why because Jerry Reinsdorf hired his friend,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Yeah, I didn't do well when you were our coach 40 years ago. When you are a man,
Like the whole like
Old as shit.
the whole 3-0 home run thing is terrible.
and the way he didn't defend his players and he didn't have his players back made me. And I was trying to, I was trying to give him because everybody was mad when it happened, and But I was like, I'm gonna give this dude a chance. But after that, I'm like, Tony could. Nah, I'm not.
Did he get caught with like a DUI in the offseason?
Yeah,
Something like that, yeah.
big dummy.
And he said, "Do you know who I am?" to the cop.
He put out his like
He
ring. or
put out his
something.
ring, yeah.
This is like he's a senile old man running this year.
Yeah. He didn't expect Evan to coach again. He doesn't even know the rules.
No, he
And
doesn't.
he fucked up on
He's
some
lost us a
shit.
few games. He lost us a few games.
Yeah, bro.
It's difficult, but it's good that the Sox are playing well. That's the only thing. Because if the Sox had gotten out to a terrible start like the Twins have,
Weren't the Sox like good last year?
the Sox were very good last year. They had
Mhm.
kind of fell off in the last week, lost a few games on like walk-offs they should have, but they still made the playoffs.
Yeah.
And our two best outfielders are hurt right now, and we're still doing great. And
One of your outfielders is hurt because he's a dumbass.
who, Eloy?
Whoever put his was that him that put his arm over the fence
Yeah, it was Eloy.
in spring training? Dumbass.
He jumped over the fence and tried to rob a homer, and he hung on the fence and
Like an idiot.
popped his shoulder out, which is tough. But
Stupid.
both of those guys would be back by the playoffs because the Twins and the Indians are both dealing with injuries right now. So it looks kind of, it's kind of too early to tell. But the Sox are looking like they're going to win the division, which is
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Cubs, like I said, the Cubs are creeping back up because they are doing what me and Zach have been telling these jokers to do since 2019.
Since earlier than that, since first time we fucking met.
Exactly.
What to do? What
to hit for stop trying to
contact.
Get singles. Dingers are exciting, but that's not going to win you games.
Not how you win with the Cubs, who are inconsistent as shit.
Okay, well, this isn't fucking Moneyball.
Well, it is.
It is at this point because the Cubs.
I could be a baseball GM if I really wanted to with my Moneyball skills.
Look what they're doing now.
The Cubs have the best run differential in the Central and the fourth best in the National League.
I have a question. Why is Mike Trout like the best guy in the league, but their team always sucks?
Because
baseball's a team game.
One player can't carry a whole team.
He's the GOAT. Mike Trout's the GOAT of ever. But
they've never had pitching.
Never. Their last pitcher was Jared Weaver.
It was Weaver,
right?
Yeah, or CJ Wilson.
Has he ever got him
7 years?
Huh? Has he ever gotten far in the playoffs?
No, he went to the playoffs once and got swept.
Yeah, they gotta build off of him. I think they're waiting to make moves.
Is Shohei on the same team?
Yep.
But Trout's hurt. Trout's going to be out till August. He's straight.
When does the season end?
October.
October's the playoff, but they're not going to make it then.
But you can't cover enough ground without the best player in baseball.
Best player ever.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I think we could be in agreement. He's probably the best player ever.
He might be. He might be when it's all said and done. He might be just because how many MVPs he got? 3.
Go to a different team, you bum.
He can't.
Why do you
He's under contract.
How much longer? Didn't he sign a 10-year deal like a while ago?
He signed a massive deal, I think,
for a whole bunch of years. So,
but also, you're telling me that you can't get guys to Los Angeles or where are they in Anaheim? But they're called LA.
How?
Who wants to go to California and play with the best player ever?
Like, why couldn't you do what the Padres did? The Padres made themselves a location in 1 year. You have Trout and Ohtani. Are you telling me no one wants to go play there? That's crazy.
Maybe they can land one of those shortstops from this, or they can make a splash at the deadline. They need to get Story.
Yes.
Trade Javi.
And they have Rendon too. I don't know how they're not winning.
And Fletcher's supposed to be good. It's pitching. It comes down to
pitching. It is.
You want to know what the Cubs need to do?
What's that?
Get John Lester.
No.
Is he still pitching?
Yeah, for the Nationals. Him
I
and
saw-
Schwarber are on the
I saw his
Nationals.
first. I went to the game where their first game back. It was tight. Right.
That game was awesome because Schwarber hit a bomb,
He hit
and
a
then
home
Isn't Schwarber doing like pretty good now? Didn't he fall off?
he only hits home runs. That's
He's,
it.
he's not hitting. He's just hitting.
He's not. Yeah, he just hits home run or bust.
Good for
That's what
him.
was wrong with our team
Yep.
last year,
He and that's why he hit under 200 last year.
Yep.
So
and that's why he's gone.
I
The
really
Cubs
love
fell
the
off
guy.
a cliff.
Schwarber is a hero, but would you got to hit? You got to hit
Yeah.
up.
Facts.
Like 40.
Chris Bryant's doing it the best right now.
Yep. And I
It's
mean,
crazy.
Too bad we're not going to sign him.
He's making a better case than Javi right now.
Yeah, we Javi's a bum, to be honest.
and Javi doesn't even look bad. Like he has 10 homers and he's got like 30 RBIs right now.
Yeah,
He's
something
just-
like that.
He's hitting 250, so he's playing like a good MLB player.
But isn't he
Yeah.
supposed to be like a great fielder and shit?
Yeah, which he is.
But I feel like he's just a bum, and Chris Bryant's carrying.
Him and Matt Duffy are carrying.
Him and Matt Duffy, who has
Who's
just
Duffy?
placed Rizzo to the Yankees. They got Luke Voigt. I don't know if-
The Yankees would be
Yeah, I don't know
terrible.
who the hell Luke Ford
That would be terrible. We send our shitty players to New York, not our good players.
Like
Rizzo just needs to retire with the Cubs. Like stay.
no,
with-
yeah, they need to give him an extension, and he
He is Cubs.
exactly.
Yeah,
He was here for the 100 win season and the 100 loss season. You got to keep that guy around.
What do you think they do? I think they will keep the core, but they're all gonna have to take less money.
Well, they need to because it's not 2016 anymore, and they're all like they're not their old selves. Like,
Yeah, but if Contreras wants to stay, and I think, well, how long does Hayward have left in his contract?
I think another year, maybe.
They're not going to re-sign him, right?
No, this might be.
Brown.
Nah, he has one more year. I think it was 7-year deal. And this is year 6.
In the league right now,
Yeah, it's a fact.
which is crazy.
With guys that aren't even throwing hard. I mean, Tepera, Chafin, Tommy Nance is coming, look really good. Justin Steele, Ferguson, surprising. Winkler, I mean, Kimbrel is looking like the
Kimbrel's balling out.
Kimbrel looks great.
He had me really nervous in the end of that Cardinals game, though,
He did when he did.
when he couldn't throw a strike on the first 4 pitches.
But we got out of it, which was
Mhm.
great. I mean, the Cubs have had a lot of great Sunday night baseball moments in the last 5 years.
Yep.
The Bodie homer.
We're just missing like championships and stuff, but that's it.
Yeah. Well,
We'll get them in the next 100 years, maybe.
Probably. I mean, the way that the NL
Do you have
West
any good like young guys who are like promising young guys, or what's happening with that?
corner, but he's just strained his hamstring.
what'd you say?
Do you have any
Warner.
like promising young guys? Like who do we have to look to the future for?
I can give you a few names. Nico Horner.
Oh yeah. I funny story about him. I walked into the batting cages, and right in the cage next to me was Nico Horner hitting
Where Ash.
at Bradley Sports Center. Him and Ian Happ, and then Ed Howard walked right by me too.
Ed Howard. Yeah, Ed Howard. We can look forward to him in a couple
Yeah.
of years.
Were they
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. If Javi goes,
Ed Howard is going to be our guy. He's
we
homegrown.
just need a Tatis type of guy, just like
that's Javi. Javi was
Yeah.
Tatis before Tatis. It's just Javi
He
not
was.
doing shit right now.
yeah, he's just like not exciting.
And that's what A-Rod said on the broadcast the other night. He was Tatis before Tatis, but Javi, and if there's a right-hander up on the mound and you have a two-strike count, all you have to do is throw a slider. or
Throw a
curveball
fucking
low.
slider. Him and Bryant, not so much now, but 2 years ago, if you were to just throw him or Bryant a slider, any pitch, it would be game over.
Low and away.
Low and away, they can't touch it.
Whiff is crazy. But Bryant looks better than he's ever looked, and he's he's still hitting his homers, but he's hitting for average.
Yep.
And he's
He had the
driving.
one hit against the Cardinals there.
Yep. So it's good to see. Hopefully we're able to keep him around because the Cubs are turning it around, and I'm like I said, I think after tomorrow, Thursday, the Cubs will be in first place.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just not look back with the way the bullpen looks. It's just starting pitching
Yep.
because Hendricks is finally getting it together. Arrieta's looked fine.
Yeah.
Gotta hope Alzolay and Davies and
Let's just get Chapman and just we'll be
Get him back.
we don't
We
need
should- But isn't that crazy that we thought his career was over?
Was he on the team in 2016?
Yeah, that's how we made it to the World Series. People
was-
forget.
it was
Like people
all because
want to
of-
hang their hat on the fact that he almost lost it for us. That dude, if we didn't have him, we would have lost the World Series.
we would have.
He's 100 fucking one every play. Like he's ridiculous.
And people forget. So he gave up that tying homer in the 8th, but he came back in the 9th and had a shutdown inning when Indians
Shutdown inning, and also how many innings did he pitch the day before, or was that the
He
series?
pitched- it was I think it was game 5 when he
He
pitched
hit.
like 3 innings.
He had to go hit.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Why does the AL not have pitchers in it? Like I don't. What's the point?
They're gonna change it. That's gonna be
It's not fair.
they're gonna change it by it's gonna be gone next year or the year after because it doesn't make any sense. If the MLB wants offense, which is what they want to promote offense.
Well, what about Shohei then?
Well,
But he's an
he's in the
anomaly.
AL, and also he's in the AL anyway.
Yeah.
You can bat. You can just have another hitter and
Yeah.
with him. He can bat still at DH.
Yep. So it makes sense for him to be over there. But I think the MLB will get rid of that.
Yeah.
Garbage.
They did it last year,
and it worked.
and it worked. Yeah.
They got rid of it and then they put it back.
Yeah, they were just trying stuff out last year. They were just trying stuff out. But
The extra inning rule is great.
you like it?
I like it. It's just you can't have these long games with the bullpens.
I like it to an extent. That's the good thing. It's good for the bullpens. I think that it shouldn't go until later because I don't like because the away team technically has the advantage here. If you think about it, if they can score first, like I don't know. I think they can put it in after like maybe the 11th or the 12th inning.
Yeah. Hold up. We got a question from our co-host, Ali Katz. Ali, what's good?
That's all we got. That's all we got.
Not really a question,
Oh.
but
Off the IR.
you guys didn't answer my question last time.
What was the question?
What are you guys thinking about Jared Flaherty versus Lucas Giolito tonight?
Well, it's looking all Giolito right now.
Probably getting lit up.
Well, okay. Let me. Abreu just hit a homer, which is nice, but the first 5 runs were soft. They all came on errors and pass balls and hit by pitches. So, Flaherty, if you just look at the box score, if you look at the score, it looks like he's getting lit up. He's not. I watched the first 3 innings before we came on stream. But, yeah, it's cool to see those 2 guys, Giolito and Flaherty, both played together in high school. It was one of the most hyped matchups of the year, but it's looking like Flaherty's going to get his first loss this year because he started out 8-0. But yeah, it's a cool thing to see 2 high school kids playing together. We just lost our host. No.
Zach. Dude's probably never coming back.
Now here he is.
Yo, my bad. My mic cut out.
Dude,
Good.
Guy Fieri gets paid $26.6 million a year.
Who?
Guy Fieri.
Oh, God, the dude off the Food Network. How does he get 26? Man? How did
$26
he get,
million a year.
where did you find that at?
On an NBA page. Slam Studios. He gets paid more than Julius Randle.
Julius Randle did it? Was it official? Did he win Most Improved?
Yeah.
He and Clarkson. I like that. I hated the NBA awards. I hated the stupid award
Look
show.
at this
50
cut
awards out
on
there in the playoff.
KD. Look at this cut on KD.
Who did that to him?
I think it said he slid on the floor.
Ow.
LeBron.
That's one fragile motherfucker. Right
Yeah,
there.
like LeBron would have like fucking went on the IR for like a couple years, like never be seen on the court again. He wouldn't be able to walk. even though it's on his shoulder.
All right. You got anything else, Zach? You got anything else on the agenda?
No, I think we're coming up on the hour mark. If you guys got anything else, this has been great.
Yeah.
Chop it up.
Me and Zach are hitting the Cubs game Friday.
Yep. We got to make a video for that.
Yes, sir. Let's make some
Gotta do
content
for that.
You already know
for
that.
sure.
I'm about to turn on the Lakers game.
Yep.
About to turn on Daddy Lady.
Oh, all right. We'll end it there. We can't have that shit on the show. Look at Simon's face. He left. All right. This has been the 312 show. Take care, y'all.
Lakers in 6.
All right. All right. See ya.